Hello everyone, welcome to my music theory lesson. This is lesson 1.3, Clefs. In today's lesson, I am going to show you all the different clefs that you need to know and be able to identify in under 3 seconds. As you can see in the picture, a clef is any of several symbols placed at the left-hand end of a staff, indicating the pitch of the notes written on it. Before we look at clefs, let's talk about some fun stuff about the history of clefs. Before clefs were invented, a letter was written on a line of the staff to tell the performer what note that line was. Later, as shown in the animations in the slide, those letters, specifically G, F, and C, were decorated to their modern form. The word clef means key in French because clefs are the key to the music, kind of like the key in a map. There are 3 main types of clefs. Let's look at the G clef first. The line inside the spiral of the G clef is a G. Common G clefs are the treble clef, which has the G on the second line up, as shown from the picture on the right, while the French violin clef is a bit different, which has the G on the bottom line. Now let's take a look at the C clef. The line inside the middle of the C clef, which is the part that looks like the letter C, is a C. Common C clefs are the alto clef, which has the C on the middle line, the tenor clef, which has the C on the fourth line up, the soprano clef, which has the C on the bottom line, the mezzo-soprano clef, which has the C on the second line, and the baritone clef, which has the C on the top line. The last type of clef we are going to look at today is the F clef. The line between the 2 dots of the F clef is an F. Common F clefs are the bass clef, which has the F on the fourth line up, the baritone clef, which has the F on the middle line, and the sub-bass clef, which has the F on the top line. When you look at the treble or bass clefs, look for numbers written above or below the clef. Those numbers indicate the number of octaves above or below, 8 being 1 octave and 15 being 2 octaves. The way the clefs are named is the name of the clef, which is treble or bass, and then the number of octaves above or below. For example, as in the pictures, the treble clef 15MA is the treble clef with the number 15 written above it, and the bass clef 8VB is the bass clef with the number 8 written below it. The neutral clef indicates that only rhythm is being notated and no pitch is being notated. The neutral clef is used mostly for unpitched percussion instruments. The best way to memorize clefs is to practice identifying them over and over. The most common clefs, the treble, bass, alto, and tenor clefs, should be identified almost instantly. The other clefs mentioned in this lesson are rarely used in music and rarely appear in music theory exams. However, they are taught in nearly every music theory lesson. Let's try it on the next slide. Name the clef. Mezzo-soprano. Name the clef. Bass 15MB. Conclusion. Clefs, which are all decorated forms of the letters F, G, and C, are the key to the music. The neutral clef, usually used for unpitched percussion instruments, indicates that only rhythm is being notated. Remember to also look for numbers above and below the treble and bass clefs that indicate the number of octaves above or below. For more practice, please download my music theory app. In the next lesson, I am going to show you how to read notes in the alto and tenor clefs more fluently. See you next time.